Now concerning what the Labour Party candidates in the 2023 presidential election said about certain mismanagement, alleged mismanagement of funds released to Nigeria by FIFA. He described it as a reflection of the deeper corruption affecting the nation's governance system. Of course, he made a post on his social media pages, his verified social media pages, including X and even LinkedIn as well, where he's calling out NFF for what they delivered, despite the sum of money given to them by FIFA. You know, and it's just so sad that this is happening, and we keep on talking about sports development. I mean, how does that stadium there compete with anything?
Over $1.2 million, running billions. And this is what they could actually give us.
Right, and no accounts. And anytime someone comes out, they say it's being politicized. I mean, how can you politicize the photo?
You can't politicize this kind of a thing.
No, you cannot.
That FIFA is going to call these guys to order,
yes.
Ask questions. What literally happened to these monies?
Yes.
This is the kind of, because there's another stadium, I think it's somewhere in Asia, they gave out the monies to build their own this thing. It looks like a real stadium. This looks like what you can actually have in a secondary school or in a university. Like, just want to have something carved out for students to be.
I mean, it's a fact that even for students, it looks so rough, badly done. No greenery, no trees. I mean, and that's the least of the problem. So where do people sit? Is it in that shed? Is it in that shed they built the kiosk that they built?
Just that shed.
This is shameful. And to think that someone ordered a drone and captured that shot, I think it's the biggest slap on the face of Nigerians as a whole. I mean, that's one of the most visible signs of corruption that people get to see. Now imagine the parts that we don't see as well.
It's crazy. Like, when I saw this, I was very disappointed and ashamed of this country, and we are the ones always painting our country bad. Look at what we just did right now. FIFA are definitely going to call us out.
They've already called. FIFA has already called that out. I mean,
it's rightful to ask questions. What happened to $1.2 million? That was attributed to this, and this is the outcome. The edit is madly crazy.
And then somebody will say you should come back, and then when you want to travel, most of our sports stars, they end up going abroad, and their skills get harnessed by all these foreign leagues. I mean, what do you want them to do when this is what you deliver?
In Nigeria, if you want to be looked upon, if you want to be sourced, go out there and do it big, and then everybody's want you back in the country to come and represent us. But when you're here, nobody ever gives you that room, to grow.
Right.
They always want to, how dilapidated almost everything is, right? So how would people grow? So when they find a way and leave the country, what I love about Nigerians, we always love our country, even though they're treating us badly. We always want to represent them. But nobody ever represented Nigeria more than people outside the shores, thinking that maybe because when you've left here, you have that breath of fresh air and be like, I don't want to have anything to do with this country again, but you keep representing. So these are things that leaders are meant to be seen. We're very patriotic. We love this country. The only thing is just to make things work. Make things work.
I hope that these calls would actually yield to something. Now, this is not a political conversation. This is a call out of abysmal use of funds as alleged. Yes, exactly. Misuse of funds. I think that FIFA needs to look into this more. I think the NFF should be preparing its defense because this is shameful.
Anybody that actually was contracted to do this, and the body FIFA and NFF, anybody that was giving these monies and it was not accounted for, please, he should be probed.
That's the thing for an entire institution, right? It's an entire institution. So I remember in school I did a paper once on the MPFL. We're asked to print seminar paper, and I did one on MPFL. And while I was doing that paper, I learned a lot about the Nigeria Professional Football League and, of course, NFF as well. So I had to research on them. But, I mean, just understanding that this is the kind of news that one will wake up to, like after all the time taken to research on them and propose solutions, recommendations, and this was years ago, and you come and see that they're not even, I mean, how are you going to explain that with this money, this is what you are able to do? I mean, just say you bought a turf. You just used the billions of dollars to buy a turf, and then you built a small kiosk.